Alright, hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm guessing you guys have heard that Twitchcon was recently, and Adin Ross decided he wanted to show up to Twitchcon. Now, if you guys don't know anything about Adin Ross used to be a Twitch streamer until he got banned off the platform. This ban happened back in July, and usually when you get banned from Twitch, they don't want you coming to their events. So essentially when you get banned from Twitch, like you get banned from everything that they do. That includes Twitchcon. That means you can't show up there, sneak in or whatever, and it technically would be trespassing. But you'll never guess what Adin Ross decided to do. Yes guys, you were thinking right. He decided to show up to TwitchCon wearing a Kick t-shirt, and to add insult to injury with this one, he decided to bring his friends with him, which I'm pretty sure 2 of his friends or maybe more were partnered with Twitch, and they decided to get them all tickets because as far as I'm aware, Adin Ross couldn't buy tickets for himself, not under his name, because you know he's banned from the platform. But essentially what happened was they walked in there and they started walking around, and not even after like 10 minutes they get intercepted by TwitchCon security and they get kicked out. And I know a lot of Adin Ross fans are not going to agree with me when I say this, but Adin Ross sort of asked for this. Like, I don't know what was running through his mind when he thought that this was a good idea, but like, no, this was not a good idea. And if you really thought they were not going to kick you out and they were going to hear you out because apparently he wanted to talk to the Twitch CEO, well, all I'm going to say is good luck, because as far as I'm aware, they do not like the competitor Kick. Like, they're literally competitors. If we really want to bring this into perspective, I don't know anybody who likes their competitors, but I guess this is besides the point. But regardless of them wearing Kick shirts and them supporting Kick or them streaming on Kick, like, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, I wouldn't want Adin Ross at my event either. I mean, just the way that the guy acts and just some of the stuff that he says and the countless times he's shat on Twitch, like, why would they want him there? Like, he's clearly problematic to Twitch, so why would he be allowed at their event? On top of the fact that he was banned from Twitch in the first place, so it's like, throw the other shit to the side, because if he's banned from Twitch, he isn't allowed to be there in the first place, and he's already trespassing. Now, at the time he was being kicked out of TwitchCon, the security guard who was kicking him out was being very vague about the reason why they were kicked out, and a lot of people were pissed off that, you know, the security guard wasn't telling the exact reason why they were being kicked out of TwitchCon. But it looks like Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, has responded to the situation on his Twitch stream and has given a reason for why they were kicked out.
And I want to ask in a civilized manner, I'm going to grab this question. Dan wanted to ask this in a civilized manner to provide context. During TwitchCon, 4 individuals purchased TwitchCon tickets wearing t-shirts of a competitor. After they were asked by Twitch personnel to leave, their accounts were banned on Twitch. What is the response on this if you have one? Thanks, Dan. So Rexia TV, I mean, it had nothing to do with their t-shirts. Actually, there were a lot of folks inside that had TwitchCon, that had Kick t-shirts. For those who didn't notice, I ran someone on the street, high-fived him.
Yeah, I believe that that is pretty fair. More than fair if you really think about it. And I really do understand where he's coming from. Like, if you want to support Kick, okay, support Kick. But also, I feel like at the same time, if you're at TwitchCon, you're kind of supporting Twitch too. So, like, I don't really see why they would care if you come in with a Kick shirt. Like, there are not rules against it either. Like, they don't have a dress code. Oh, yeah, you can't wear a shirt that has our competitor on it. Like, no, there are no rules about that. I've already looked. But yeah, let's hear the rest of what he has to say, though.
It was because they fraudulently attained the tickets. We have policies around if you're permanently banned, then you can't get a ticket. And so they used false accounts to get the tickets. And so, and that's part of the agreement when you get the tickets, that you're not going to be falsely identifying yourself. And so that's why they took the action. I'm not going to go into a lot more detail on this, but it had nothing to do with their t-shirts. Lots of people had Kick t-shirts. I ran into people on the street with Kick t-shirts. No issues there. So that really had nothing to do with it.
Okay, did we not just go over that in the beginning of this video? Like, he is exactly correct. And it's not just him making this up on the spot. Like, this has been a rule for the longest time. If you are banned, you are not allowed to go to the event. It's tough, but you have to deal with it. And the fact that these guys decided to sneak into TwitchCon, technically, and Adin Ross's friends decided to buy tickets for him and then have him pay them back or something like that. I don't know exactly how they did it. Like, you're not allowed to do that. And that's the reason why you were kicked out. And that's the reason why Adin Ross's friends were banned. Like, genuinely, if anybody is complaining about how this is wrong and how Adin Ross and his friends shouldn't have been kicked out and his friends shouldn't have been banned off of Twitch, like, literally, you're a clown. And when the security guard said you're breaking the Twitch code of conduct, you literally were breaking the code of conduct. Adin Ross and his friends were breaking the code of conduct. And this isn't just me dick sucking Twitch or anything like that. Honestly, I have not streamed on Twitch in a long time. I really don't like the platform and just the way they run the platform. But it's like, come on, man, if you're really gonna go to an event when you're not allowed to be there and something happens to you, like you get kicked out or your friends get banned from Twitch? Like, it's your problem. It's not anybody else's problem. It wasn't bullshit. You broke the rules, so you get the repercussions. Like, I just love it how people want to do bad things, and then when bad things happen to them, like consequences, they just start to rally their audiences against like Twitch and like Twitch's CEO, who was literally being super fair in this. You know, he was literally allowing people to wear kick shirts. And on top of that, he was correct, because I'll repeat it for you. These rules have been in place for the longest time. These are not new rules. And trying to get around it because you think that you're better than everybody else and you're on some sort of higher pedestal thinking that that's gonna fly, you're just delusional at that point. And I know he didn't say he's better than everybody else, but he for sure acts like it. And that's one of the main things I don't like about this guy. One of the main reasons why I don't watch him either. And it's like, I know people are gonna give me hate on this video because I'm against Adin Ross here, but like literally, if this guy was any smart, he wouldn't have done this and made himself look like a fool. Honestly, is this guy not a fool? Like, what is up with people recently and just trying to think that they are going to get away with things and think that they can break the rules, but nobody else can? Like, first we had Johnny Somali in Japan, and then we had SS Sniper Wolf, and then Phidias again in Japan, and now we have Adin Ross. Like, what is going on? Do people think just because they're content creators they can have like special privileges where none of their actions have consequences? Because that's really what it seems like, and it needs to stop. Oh, and actually, now that we're halfway across the video, such a great time to come across this, I have came across a video of Adin Ross reacting to the Twitch CEO, like what we just watched. He was reacting to that, and yeah, let's just see what he has to say.
It was because they fraudulently attained the tickets. We have policies around
how
if you're permanently banned.
Cheezer's a partner. Schnaggio's a partner.
So they used false accounts.
Me, I'm the only one. Yes.
And so.
But how did Schnaggy and Cheezer get permanently banned?
The agreement when you get the tickets.
And Frank.
Not going to be falsely identified.
That's a lie. Okay.
And so that's why they took the action. I'm not going to go into a lot more detail on this, but it had nothing to do with their T-shirts.
Definitely did.
Lots of people had kick T-shirts. I ran into people on the street with kick T-shirts.
Clearly not. Citrus, Cheezer, Schnaggio's all partner, not banned. They were in cuff them.
I hate watching this guy. I really do. I hate how he reacts to things, and I love how he just doesn't think logically. Once again, if you are banned from Twitch, that means you're not allowed to go to any of their events. What don't you understand about that? Oh, well, my friends bought me the tickets, so it's totally fine. No, it's not. And also, I know that you argued that, oh, your friends are partnered with Twitch, so they're allowed to be there and they weren't banned. But I mean, from Twitch's perspective, I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to ban your friends because they were associating with you, you know, like guilt by association. Like, if you're a Twitch partner and you do this for a living, why would you put your job and what you do to make a living in jeopardy because you want to hang out with Adin Ross at Twitchcon, which isn't allowed because he's banned and he shouldn't be there? Like, why would you do something like that? It's stupid. You should have thought before you decide to do, and maybe things like this wouldn't happen, because in all reality, it doesn't matter if they are partnered and they are allowed to be there. You guys were in a group and you let this guy into Twitchcon, because as far as I'm aware, these guys let Adin Ross into Twitch. So yeah, this whole thing is stupid, and Adin Ross and his friends are in the wrong. I don't care what nobody says. You can leave a dislike, but I'm just saying this logically, because I'll be honest here, I don't even like Twitch. And I'm also not saying this because I have some sort of bias against Adin Ross because I don't like him. I'm literally just pointing out the obvious, because I bet if you showed this to anybody who isn't terminally online, they would come to the same conclusion. You broke the rules and you got repercussions for what you did. So did your friends. So I guess with that being said, I am going to be wrapping up the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you press the like button so the video will get promoted more in the algorithm, so more people will see the video, so I'll get hated on more. If you're new to the channel and you like this video and you're not a hater, make sure you hit the subscribe button or press it, whichever one of those will make the button light up. If you had any questions, comments, concerns, or opinions about anything, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section down below. And yeah, my name is Breone, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.